Hello guys, I hope you are doing well. In today's video we are going to do this in here, this nice setup here with the lighting, and we are going to do it from scratch. As you can see, with everything here, with the lighting, the setup, all that stuff. And maybe if you still have time, you shall be able to do some nice camera movement like this one, just a simple camera animation like this, with everything as I just said. And the same time I use the same scene to do all this animation. Let me share with you, like this one here. I use the same setup to do this animation, so just different lighting and different camera movements. That's the only difference. So this means you can use the same setup to come up with different storytelling or different scenarios. So I have another one here, I have this one here, the same setup but different lighting, different storytelling, as you can see. Alright, so as I've just said, I would like to have this from scratch. So let's talk about the assets we need for this entire setup. So we need a character, and I was able to get all this setup, all this stuff downloaded from Sketchfab into one scene asset. So these are the assets that I have. I have the office assets and then the character, which is rigged. This character is rigged. It is my only character. And then this is the assets. I got them from Sketchfab. So let's open them into Brain and do some nice work here. Okay, so I'll start with a new empty scene like this, and the first thing I'll do, I'll copy the file location for these assets. I'll start with the character, with the office setup. I'll just come here, new scene. I won't save because there's nothing to save. I'll paste it here, then I'll open the scene like this. So this is the setup. I think I'll turn on the screencast key so that you can see what I'm doing. So you'll be able to see what I'm writing here from here. That's shortcuts. Okay, so this is the setup. It is nicely done with everything. So what we need to put in our character. So what we are going to do, we can't go ahead and open the file like this. It won't, if you try that, it will just replace what you have here with this character. So we can't go ahead and just click on this and hit open. It won't put them together, or it won't merge them into one scene. So instead what we have to do is simple. We just have to go to file and then go to append. Here we are going to append our file. So you hit append, and then you locate where you saved your file. So for me, here's the character. I just double click on it, and I'll go to objects here, double click again, and I'll place A. A selects everything. So the eyes here has really everything that supports the character is selected, as you can see. And now just hit append like this. So my character is appended here, and I'll place T to be able to get these rotation tools here, moving tools. So I'll hit move. As you can see, if I select it, I can move it where I want. So let's talk about this character just a little bit. This is my only character. It is nicely rigged. As you can see here, let me get the move tools. It is nicely rigged. It's good for doing poses. So most of the time most of my tutorials I'll be using this character, because I wouldn't want us to waste a lot of time on the same thing. The main goal here is to be able to get nice works, nice environments, nice lighting, nice camera movements, all that stuff to tell our stories. So I wouldn't want us to go ahead and waste a lot of time on doing the same thing. So that's why I'll be using the same character, but later on we shall be able to get to now to rig the characters. I will teach you how to do the characters, but for now let's focus on doing nice setup, doing nice characters, lighting, all that kind of stuff. By the way guys, if you are interested in getting this character, it is simple. You can get it here from my download for only $5. It is rigged character, it performs well. You can use it for practice purposes. It is really nice. It does deform well, as you can see guys. So if you are interested in getting that character, I'll put the link in description, or I'll put it maybe here somewhere on the screen to be able to go ahead and purchase this character. It is really good. And as I've just said, I'll be using the same character for most of my tutorials. If you want to follow along, that would be nice to go ahead and use the same character. But apart from that, you can go ahead and use your own characters. That is good. So let's get started with posing the character. The first thing we are going to do is posing the character. Simple as that. We just have to put the character here into the chair. But before we do that, I would like to adjust the chair like this, just a little bit. Press RZ to be able to adjust the chair. Maybe I'll delete this one. I'm not interested in it. So to be able to move this character, I'll just select the controls and move it to wherever I want. So I'll rotate it RZ like this. So I'm gonna select the controls, not the character, but the controls, which is this, and then I'll go to Object, Pose Mode, and I'll select this middle box here. This is the main control here in the middle, to be able to move it down like this, and then I'll put it in the middle like this. I'll make sure that we adjust him to be able to get that nice pose. So I'll select this. I'll hold Shift to be able to select both of them. I'm talking about these boxes here, and then I'll push them forward just a little bit like this. Then I'll get this box here. I'll rotate it, which is R to rotate, and then I'll move it forward like this. Oh, it is stretched. So we have to push him with the chair forward so that is closer to the table, because right now is not. And I'm using R to rotate everything in different camera angles. I'll rotate this one too. So to be able to move everything together, I have to go back to Object Mode and select the chair and move them forward like this. And then we're gonna go ahead and select the tools again, the control tools. And then we go back to Pose Mode, and then we're gonna push this one down here like this. We're gonna push this hand down on the table too, like this. And maybe what we have to do first, we have to go ahead and select everything and rotate them RZ just a little bit like this and push them here, so that it's facing the computer, because it wasn't doing that. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I'll adjust the chair like this. I'm gonna adjust this keyboard, which is RZ. RZ means I'm rotating it on Z axis like this. If I press RY, I'll be rotating it on Y axis. This is called Y axis. So RZ, it means on Z axis. And then I'll adjust it just a little bit like this. Even the mouth, RZ, just a little bit. And then I'll select the controls and the chair again. Just push them forward like this. I'll adjust them just a little bit. Maybe this is fine for now. So now let's go back to select these controls and go back to Pose Mode and adjust the figures. I'll select this rotation tool here to be able to rotate the hands very well, like this. So that is, I'll push it down just a little bit like this. So now we have to get this out like this. So that is fine for now. Let's work on the second hub here. We have to push it down, and right now if you take a look at this hub, it is stretched. So let's first try to rotate his chest just a little bit, his torso like this forward, or even this one here like this, or maybe this out like this, or maybe you can select this and rotate the head just a little bit. I don't know, it's focusing on the machine. Okay, so let's push this one forward like this, so that his hand is on the mouth, So now from here, I'll select these one by one and move them closer to each other. I'm talking about the fingers, like this. I'll select this, rotate it like this. Maybe I can select all of these and adjust them together. And then I'll go back to object mode. I'll select the mouth and rotate it just a little bit like this. Maybe it is too small. I'll scale it up just a little bit. The mouth, to make sure it fits into his hand, and just something like that. Okay, so this is what I have, but I'll select everything and put them in the middle because right now they are not, so I'll adjust them like this. Okay, so now let's work on the environment. So I'll press Shift A to add the cube. Here it is. I'll scale it up. I'll go ahead and delete all these faces here. And I'll move it up, but as you can see, you can't see the inside part. It is not visible, and the reason for that, you have to go ahead to edge mode and press Alt N and flip normals like this to be able to see that part. So press SY to make it bigger just a little bit, SX, and I'll move it closer like this. Like that. And by the way, guys, so this city is already textured. Everything is, the materials are applied onto this. So if I go to this material preview here, this one, and I give it a moment, you'll see that these assets from Sketchfab are textured already. Although our character, it is not. So let's work on the materials for our character first of all. Actually, let's start with this ground here. We shall go to materials. I'll select it and go to materials here, and I press new material. I increase the roughness all the way up, and then I'll put it to dark like this. Then let's select the character, the hair, and then I'll create a new material, increase the roughness all the way up, and then I'll turn it to black, so that is the here. Let's select the shirt. I'll create a new material, I'll just increase the roughness up. That is done. Let's select the body. I'll give it I think this is fine. So let's select the pant. I'll give it another dark color. I increase the roughness all the way up. And then the shoes, maybe we can use this dark color from the one we have been using, this one here. Even the heels, let's use the same brown material for skin. So now here it is. I will increase the roughness up just a little bit. Okay, so now the next thing, let's do the lighting. Let's first start with the lighting. Because I've applied the materials, we have everything set. Maybe before we do that, I'll increase this up just a little bit. This wall here, like this. And then I want to add the text here. So I'll just press Shift A. Then I'll search for text, which is here. I'll rotate it on RZ and then RY, and then I'll move it up here. Like that, and then I'll go to edit mode, which is tab, and then I'll add the text. FBNH. I'll go back to object mode. I'll go to fonts here, and then I'll look for any font that will suit what I want. So I'll go to fonts here, and I'll look for any font that works. So I'll go with this one. Let's try this one. Okay, let's set this one, and then I'll add the thickness to it because right now it's too flat. So to do that, we shall go to geometry here and extrude it forward like this. And I'll give it material, roughness all the way up, and I'll add the emission to it. So I'll go to emission, and I increase it up like this, and I'll choose the any color I want. So if I go to render here, you'll see that you have this nice lighting, guys. Take a look at this, guys. By just using this FBNet here, we are getting this nice lighting here. Simple as that. Oh, the eyebrows are pink. I have to give them color. So I'll select them. Oh. If I go to solid here, make sure they are selected, and I'll give them that dark color. And if you go back, so you see, and I will recommend you change to, you make sure that you are using GPU. Like here, I'm using GPU, and I'm using cycles, as you can see here. Cycles, that's why it's quick. Like this. So this is the first setup now. we are getting the lighting from FBNH, as that is our source of light. So if we want to add in more lights, we can go ahead and add Shift A, add the point light. This is add a point light, this one first here, and then I can put it here. I can go to its properties here and increase the power here like this. I can give it any color I want. Let's say brush like this. Then I can duplicate it on the next side, this side. Let's say give this form color like this. Whatever I want. I can increase the radius like this. Then I increase the power like this. Even this one I can increase the radius, and then the power like this. So basically this is what I have, guys. So guys, I wouldn't want to waste a lot of time doing the same thing, but basically this is what we can get as soon as we get some setup and we are running. Simple as that, simple as this. Very quick. So let's talk about set up the camera. So Shift A to add the camera. Shift A and go to camera, this one here. And once you add the camera to your scene, it is here, guys. That's the camera. So you have to go ahead and press Ctrl Alt 0 to be able to frame your camera to the scene like this. But right now we can't see we can't see everything. So if I want to make sure that I see everything, I'll have to move the camera backwards like this. You see, the more I bring it back is the more we'll be able to see the setup. So I'll just move it backwards like this. Or I can do it with the shortcut, which is GX